Today we have an unboxing video of No Escape by Board Games of British Columbia, Canada. Hi, I'm Kevin Baker and you're watching Shangri-La, my YouTube channel for tabletop board games, birding, and other educational videos. Please like and subscribe. This video was actually sponsored by the good folks at Roofs Done Right, because I borrowed this game from my friend Michael of Roofs Done Right, and after the unboxing, I learned the game and then we played it at our game night. If I enjoy it, maybe I will buy it for the FlamingoCon library. Now our next FlamingoCon board game convention will be at the South County Civic Center in Delray Beach, Florida on June 7th. Hope you can all come out. If you are a board game designer and would like your game to be given away as a play to win, please reach out. Okay, let's check out No Escape. Oh, before I forget, Roofs Done Right. If you need a new roof or your roof repair, please call my friend Michael. The description and the contact information will be in the show notes. Okay, here we go. No Escape. Let's see. It is a game for 30 minutes, 2 to 8 players, ages 13 and up. Okay. Can you escape Titan Station? No Escape is a fast-paced, strategic, maze-building game for 2 to 8 players. Use actions against each other, play maze tiles to increase the maze for your opponents, and move using a creative dice system. Okay, the game takes approximately 30 minutes, and easy setup and takedown times makes it an ideal game for travel and family events. Be the first to find the escape pod. For everyone else, there is no escape. So clearly not a cooperative game. Okay, the designer is Jonathan Thwaites. The game contents: 2 starting tiles, 42 action tiles, 90 maze tiles, 12 path tiles, 8 player pieces, 24 energy tokens, and 2 dice. Okay, there is a warning on the back that it is not suitable for children under 36 months because it is a choking hazard. And it says to retain this for future reference, just in case you forget, but it's printed on the box, so as long as you're keeping the box, you're going to retain it. Between 36 months and the 13 and up, which it says for appropriate gameplay, it's kind of a gray area. Okay, let's check it out. I do like tile type games, like Carcassonne, but let's see what this one's like. Okay, so we've got an information sheet on the other games from this game company. We've got a front and back of instructions. So, let's see. You've recently arrived at your new post on Titan Station when the unthinkable happens. Now you must flee for your life through the maintenance quarters as toxic gas begins to flood the station. Your only hope for survival is to find the last escape pod through the darkened maze of maintenance catwalks and tunnels. Maybe a few Jeffries tubes. Find that escape pod before there is no escape. Okay. So the objective to win is to be the first player to get your meeple off the board. So basically the opposite of Tesoro, where you want to be the last meeple on the board. Okay, play tiles to extend your opponent's mazes. So just when you think you're getting out, it loops back and you get an even longer path. So it looks like the instructions are not a novel to read. Okay, so we have, this is dock 4-8, this is dock 2 and 4. So I'm guessing that maybe that's 2 to 4 players use this board and 4 to 8 players for using that board. We have lots and lots of tiles. Carefully open this up. it isn't my game. But, so, nice high quality cardboard. These are the various maze tiles. You can start playing those on the outside. Okay, there's a hallway collapse. That can't be good. A few of those. There's an equipment locker. So you can draw 2 tiles, then make another action. All of the players must draw 1 tile. Okay, more hallway collapses. On a hallway collapse, you discard any maze tile from the board and replace it with a maze tile from your hand. Okay, so that allows you to redo the various routes that may lay before you. Some green and red tokens, we'll find out what those are for. And 1 no escape, maybe that is the escape. We'll find out. So, you can redo, choose any tile from the discard pile and play it immediately. Okay, so, okay. You can be buried alive. Target player does not move on their next turn. Place tile in front of them as a reminder. Oh, wonderful. It's like going to jail and bang. Okay. Ooh, here we go. An emergency teleport. Move your meeple to any teleport receiver. Got to figure out where the teleports are. Well, maybe these are teleport receivers. We'll find out. Okay. So, some of the paths are straight, some of them are turns, some of them are T-shape. And, okay, we have some structural damage. Swap positions of any 2 tiles on the board. Both placements must still be legal. Okay, so that's interesting. It's like Carcassonne, but you can rearrange. There's the toolkit, draw 2 tiles, play 1, and keep the other. More structural damage. Okay, let's see if there are any other. There's an unlocked hatch. Place a new path tile onto a legal unoccupied tile. Stash in the supply. Target player draws 3 tiles. Okay. Change direction. Turn your meeple to face the direction of your choice. Okay, that's could be very helpful. Switch. Switch locations with another player. Then do not move this turn. Nice. Ooh, a tactical update. During this turn, play 2 maze tiles. That sounds good. Uh-oh. Abort action. Immediately play this action tile to stop an action that was just played. Okay. And there's an abort and replace. Immediately replace any maze tile that was just played with a tile from your hand. So if somebody plays a bad tile on you, maybe you can use this to change it to a good tile. Okay. Here's a different one. Got to figure out what that one is. And some other special rooms. An abort roll. Immediately play to force the current player to re-roll the dice. It's kind of nasty. But it is not cooperative, so you're trying to make life difficult for the other people on this station. I prefer teamwork, but hey, that's just me. And we have some characters. Okay, so let's see how the characters work. And there are different colors for each of the different characters. And on the back, it says what you can do on your turn. 1, you may play 1 action tile from your hand. 2, you must play 1 maze tile from your hand. 3, you may use 1 energy token. 4, roll both dice and move. 5, draw tiles from the draw pile until you are holding 3 tiles. And 6, your turn ends and play proceeds clockwise. Okay. Then you have your various badges, apparently. So this is who you are. Let's see, 1 person in security, 1 person in medical, 1 person in science, 1 person in engineering, a 2nd engineer, a 3rd engineer, another security person, and another security person. And they all have a clearance level of recruit. So clearly that are all very new people on the job, and since the station is blowing up, that job isn't lasting very long. Okay, let's see what else we have. We have 2 dice. With these 2 dice, we have a 1, 2, 3, and a 1, 2, 3, and a 1, 2, 3, and 1, 2, 3. So, snake eyes. And along with our silica packet, not to eat, we have meeples matching the various colors of your badges. So, you know, you can remember which color you are. Red, blue, and gray, and white, and pink, and purple. So that goes here, there, and there. Yes, I can match my colors. Okay. That is all the components, and then there's a box insert to keep everything lined up. I usually bag everything, but hopefully this will keep it in place as long as you don't turn the box upside down, and then bags will fall out and the tiles may not stay in place. But that is okay. In an alternate timeline, I was able to read through the instructions, and it's a pretty straightforward game, which I like. I was right that the starting tiles, the dock 2 to 4, that is a 2 to 4 player game. There's a dock 6 to 8 for a 6 to 8 player game. This is the dock for a specific 2-player game, or there's the dock for a 4 to 8 player game. So depending on which dock you have, you can start with that, depending on the number of players. Now, the meeples. The flat back side is the person's back. The meeples are directional, and so you can't just arbitrarily turn around and go back the other direction. You've got to keep going forward unless you get to a control room. So say you get to a control room. Here you have the opportunity then to turn around. So you're going forward this way. You get to the control room, you then turn around. In the control room, that's where you can recharge your energy. So if you are in the control room with a white control room, you can recharge your energy and place a new tile. Or if you are in the yellow control room here at the start, you can just recharge your energy. Green is your energy, and once you use it, you flip it over and it becomes red. When energy is important because it allows you to use your jetpack. Say I'm the blue player and I roll a 3, and I first use my energy before rolling. So you have to choose first that you're going to use the energy and then roll. So say I chose to use the energy, so I'll flip that over. Then I rolled a 3. That's 1, 2. If you land on top of another player when you're using your energy, your jetpack, and you fall in front of them, landing there. If I had not used an energy, I would have done 1, 2, and then pushed the other player, who would then turn that way. If they got to an intersection and I did a 3, I did 1, then the yellow player could choose which direction they wanted to go. They could turn this way, and then the next push, they would go there. Then the blue player could choose, maybe they want to go the opposite direction. Because right now, if you went off this edge here, you would win the game. Of course, the other player isn't going to allow that to happen so easily. Okay, so you do push other players if you don't use your rocket pack, but if you use your energy in the rocket pack, you can jump over players. Okay, and the tiles have to be always played legally. You can't place a tile that would close off the board. So with this board, you wouldn't be able to place this tile here because then there would be no exits. You've always got to leave one exit at least from the board. Now, this is a teleport. So say that wasn't here, say this one was here. If you make it to a white teleport, you can go to any other white teleport, or you can go to the yellow teleport back at the start. You cannot use the yellow teleport to go anywhere. You can only go from white to white or from white to yellow. You cannot go from yellow anywhere else. It just doesn't work from yellow. So those are the teleports. Okay, now when, say, this player placed this piece here, if this player played an action of unlocked hatch, there's the pieces here that are the new path tiles. They only work on 2 types of tiles, the triple tile and the single tile. And so what happens is you take this and you place it on top of this tile, and now it turns this triple tile into more of a T shape where you could go off in that direction. Or if it was the single tile, now you could go off that way or go off this way. So that is the unlocked hatch action. So that's the first thing you can do on your turn is you may play an action card, then you play one of your maze tiles. You can use one of your energy tokens, then you roll the dice, then you move each one of these spots for the sum total of the dice rolled. So if you roll a 6, that's the best possible. You could go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, then you would then draw tiles from any of the draw piles until you're back to holding 3 tiles in your hand, and then your turn ends, then it's the next person's turn. And if one of the players manages to get off the board, then they win the game. If all of the draw piles are empty, then the station blows up and everybody loses. If you don't have a tile that can be legally placed, then you start drawing from any of the draw piles until you find a tile that can be legally placed. All of the tiles that you draw, say you keep pulling actions or other tiles that don't fit, they go to the discard pile and they are out of the game. So if you have very tight board and you can't place tiles, then that could bring on the station's explosion earlier than anticipated. So you got to make sure you get out. Otherwise, there is no escape. Okay, I like it. It looks good. Can't wait to try it out. Well, I've taken the time to play through No Escape twice, and it was an enjoyable game. It played fast, it played well, the pieces are really good. It would be good as a family game, definitely. A quick adult filler game. It says ages 13 and up, but I would say as low as 10 and up would probably work just fine. It's not that complicated, and kids these days are very smart. They can figure it out pretty quickly. I couldn't, using perfect logic, get the station to blow up because somebody always escaped. Who knows, maybe it'll blow up for another crew. But the box, I'm reboxing here. You can see that there's plenty of room for expansions if they wanted to make expansions. Maybe they have, I don't know. But all of the pieces fit nicely back in the box. Plenty of bags for everything. Starter boards back in the box. Instructions back in. And then top back on. And the conclusion, the verdict, it was enjoyable, but I don't think I'm buying it for Flamingo Con because other board gamers already have it and they can bring it, and I like playing Robo Rally just a lot more. But anyway, enjoyable game, No Escape, check it out. But that is No Escape by Games. Thank you again to Roof's Done Right for loaning me this game. Thank you, Michael. And I hope to see you all in person at the next Flamingo Con. Be well.